What's up guys, we are back for part 3 of the Sega Genesis and Mega Drive music episode. I decided to take us deep into the library and look at a variety of games not often talked about, but that doesn't mean that they don't have something to offer us here. We are looking at 9 games. Let's get started. Ys 3 Wanderers from Ys catches a lot of flack in the community, but I didn't think it was so bad. I've played many worse Genesis games, and I happen to really like a number of tracks from its music selections. Here's one of my favorites. Superman had the unenviable task of following another Sunsoft superhero game, Batman, and it simply didn't compare. It wasn't a terrible game though, and I happened to enjoy some of its music too. Konami actually did a pretty good job with the sound hardware in the Genesis with a number of its titles. Sunset Riders here was no exception. Devilish was a really strange mashup of genres. It's part puzzle game and part vertically scrolling shooter. It also happens to have a great soundtrack. Dangerous Seed is a really fast vertically scrolling shooter that isn't anything particularly special. Well, aside from its awesome music. A popular game on the Genesis, Alesia Jageun, is a peculiar mix of run and gun and platformer with some decent graphics. Not to be overlooked is its solid soundtrack as well. I've touched upon Batman here in the first episode of the series, and we are returning to some more. It has some of the best music you'll find on the system. vertically scrolling run-and-gun Elemental Master has some incredible music. It drives the challenging gameplay in a way that keeps you coming back for more. Pugsy has some wickedly cool animation and special effects, but I also really enjoyed the music. It's an often overlooked game when talking about Sega Genesis platformers. I hope you guys enjoyed another episode focusing on the music of the Sega Genesis and Mega Drive. I have so many more games to cover, and so many more songs from each of those games that I could do this series 50 times more. Sega's 16-bit entry has so much to offer us, and I hope you check out some of these games if you haven't already. I'm Sega Lord X, thank you guys for listening, and I will catch you next time.